Hi Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. I apologize for the late post. Alright, let's see what the cards would like to tell us for June 2017 for Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius, June 2017. I do have the window open. I apologize for any distractions. Right. I do live in the center of town, so Sagittarius, June 2017. A little more. I've been shuffling a lot lately for a couple signs. Oh, all right. I have the Knight of Cups come up here. Oh, I have two. Knight of Cups and the Three of Swords. All right. Let's see how that fits in. Sagittarius. Okay, here we go. All right, we have the Devil. Has been popping up a little bit for these readings. All right. So it looks like where you are, Sagittarius, at the moment is battling some demons or some nuances, or in a situation that is creating a little bit of tension or unpleasantness, though it may be veiled and it may not seem that way. So for instance, it could be a family situation where everyone's putting on a nice front, even though deep down, you know, there are some tensions or there's something that's not being spoken about. Okay. It seems like this month you may be, or you already are, dealing with someone who appears to be one way but is another way, or a situation that appears to be one way and is another way. And what you want is to get to the bottom of it. You want to know you want to understand why it is the way that it is, and also why it exists the way that exists. You know what I'm saying? Why does it appear one way when it's another way? Why can't things just be as they appear as they are? This could also be work related. And as this ties into, I have the Page of Cups and the Three of Swords. So again, as it ties into this, Page of Cups, very adventurous, following the heart, intuitive. That you're sensing this devil, you're sensing a little bit of something's not right, something's not as it appears to be. Followed by the Three of Swords, this could be disheartening. And try not to take it too personally, Sagittarius. It's not that certain situations, circumstances, or people are masking themselves as a plot against you. It really has nothing to do with you. It's just the way that it is, and you happen to be involved. Because there is an intuition and there's a desire for it to be good. You know, it's kind of like when you see someone who is being unkind and you're almost not offended, but your feelings are a bit hurt, right? Why are they doing that? Why can't they just be, why are they being so unkind? It hurts me to see. It's kind of that empathetic part of yourself. So whatever situation that is nicely veiled, the elephant in the room of whatever's not being spoken, you want it to be this. You want it to be open and honest and from the heart, but it's not, and you're feeling this, right? And what you want is to understand why or get to the bottom of it. And again, that's driven by emotional, wanting just emotional fulfillment. That's driven by empathy. That's driven by, and by empathy, I don't mean you're empathizing with someone else. You're just sensing it. You're being very sensitive. Why can't it just be upfront and open? Why can't others just be honest? Why can't you just say it how it is? I don't like these games, or I don't like this whole having to maintain reputations or images, or having to go by the rules. Let's just get it done. Let's just, admit to ourselves. Let's be honest with each other. And it's just, take off all the veils. Again, this is driven by wanting everything to be good for goodness's sake. Do you see what I'm saying? Wanting to not please everyone, but wanting for everyone to be it kind of reminds me of, a relationship or a friendship. Why can't we just be honest with each other, that we admit that we did what we did, or it is what it is, and just take down that wall and be open. It is what it is, and just really come from a genuine, authentic place. Because it seems to be what you want. You want to learn and understand what's going on, right? The situation. You're driven by that heart space to understand the situation, right? But there's a little bit of this, because it's not what you're getting. Again, it's driven by wanting everyone to be, including yourself, to be just okay, to be in that place of no masks. However, now this is very interesting, Sagittarius. However, unfortunately, in this reality, it doesn't matter how good or how kind your intentions are. It doesn't matter if you come from the heart. That may not always be beneficial, unfortunately. Though we understand that unconditional love and true love is the solution to everything, we still need to protect ourselves, okay? If you continue to focus on... I'm having a little bit of difficulty putting this into words. Let's say you have a friend. I'll use this as a basic example. You have a friend, okay, and she or he has betrayed you in some way. You want to confront them. Why did you betray me? I'm so good to you and I love you and I want everything to be well. You're coming from that heart space. You're doing this for the good of both of you. You're opening up. But that person will sting you and will use that to their advantage. Will not benefit you. So what I'm getting here is coming from that good heart place. Though it is good in relation to this, it will result in more of, it will not be beneficial, and it's going to leave you vulnerable and with too many... I'll get to that in a sec. So it's leaving you in a place of, there's just going to be too much going on. Do you see what I'm saying? This needs to be a little more well thought through. And I feel a little bit uncomfortable having that suggested, not to come from that true unconditional love place, because typically that is what we want to do. Again, I'm just sharing what the cards are saying. It may be too much, it may be overwhelming, and it may not be beneficial. Okay, you may get lost in all the chaos of it all, for lack of a better word. Now the reason, because I was just told, I have the 3 of staves here. It's in the advice column, right? Keep a distance, watch from afar, let it unravel. It is unraveling. Try not to involve yourself too much in this situation. Okay, again, it might be a little counterintuitive, but notice, okay, I have the High Priestess above the 3 of staves. You will get this wisdom. This wisdom is supported by being on top of the 3 of staves. This wisdom is supported by standing on the side and just watching it happen, not meddling, not really involving yourself, because though you're coming from a good place, you want the 10 of Cups, you want happiness and emotional fulfillment from everyone else. Realize that not everybody may be there, and then it may not be the best option right now. You're dealing with the devil, okay? You're dealing with an uncomfortable situation or person that is cleverly veiled, that looks appealing, but follow your intuition, right? Again, it looks like you're focusing on coming from a good place. I'm telling you, at least from what the cards are revealing to me right now, that may not be the best idea. And additional advice, I have the Seven of Swords, which is right underneath the 10 of Cups. So what I'm getting is, right, you might come from this genuine, empathetic heart space, but you will be cheated, okay? Again, only take what resonates. From what I'm getting in this reading, it may be wisest not to take the approach you would generally take in this situation, okay? It's kind of like whoever or whatever the situation may be, they will take advantage of your good nature. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can get one more just to bring it all together. For Sagittarius for June, please. Again, this could already be happening, or this could have already passed and you have figured things out. For Sagittarius for June, please. 2017. Anything else? Yeah, it's interesting. I had the Page of Cups and then the Three of Hearts. They jumped out together. So it's almost like a paradox. You want to follow your heart. You want that intuition. But there's also perhaps fear, doubt, or potential for grief or heartbreak. Interesting. Thank you. Right. Okay. Seven of Swords, okay, right underneath the 10 of Cups. You may be cheated, okay, and it was just brought to my attention, the potential to be cheated. See, he's carrying a bunch of swords. They're weapons, right? He has a bunch of weapons in his hand, and this may be your heart. See how there's 3 swords in there? You may be coming from a very good place. The fact that you may be cheated, those swords are going to end up here. Again, it's not to say that you're dealing with a bad person or, you know, someone intentionally wants to hurt you, intentionally is plotting against you. It's just to say that at least this month, your best course of action may not be the one that you would typically take. And that your best... Right. The best course of action may just be to let it happen as it happens, let it be, and really try not to involve yourself. It's not your job to fix anything or anyone. It's not your responsibility to, allow itself, this person, the situation, the circumstance, to reveal itself to you. And that will happen the less you try to poke at it, the less you try to influence the situation. That's very interesting. I wonder what this could be. It could be family, it could be a relationship, it could be a friendship. It could be a project at work, you know what I mean? An idea is not being accepted or fully integrated into a project or into Do you see what I'm saying? And the more you try to come from a good place because you know it would be beneficial, kind of the worse it may get. Okay, so this is the Lover's card, and as I was shuffling the first time, it did catch my eye, and I made note of it to see if it would pop out again, and it did. The Lovers. So this tells me a couple of things. One, right, this involves your emotions. I mean, this is something, otherwise it wouldn't be bothering you that much, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be coming from a place of wanting everyone to be happy and doing something for the greater good, right? And in this case, I'm not getting lovers like romantic. Traditionally, in the original tarot, the Lovers is a man having to choose between two women, making balanced choice. In relation to the reading, what I'm getting is that, right, yeah, you have two choices. You can continue to involve yourself and risk, getting your heart a little broken, getting a little bit shunned or offended by coming from this good place, right? Or you can choose to watch it from the side, let it unravel, kind of protect yourself, keep that distance, and from that, the wisdom will unfold. I wish this was a more positive reading, Sagittarius, but that's really what I'm getting right now. And it may be a little unconventional because typically, we try to give good advice and good guidance and come from the heart and unconditional love and the universe and God and things like that and spirit. But really, honestly, what I'm getting from this is keep your distance, protect yourself, because though you may come from a good place, it may not be in your best interests to do so. Do leave your comments below. I am interested in what this could be. So that's what I have for June, Sagittarius. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in July.